Hey guys, good evening. Um, Pretty exhilarating day. Pretty exhausting. It wasn't exhilarating at all. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but um, I would say for the first time in my life, going to coin shops, I officially goose egged on my day, and I don't usually do that. Um, I usually have certain things I'm looking for when I go to coin shops, and some of the things that are quite high on my list, only because I'm more of a cherry picker by trade. So the great big lots of Lincoln wheat pennies are high on my list. I go through them and I do really good on them. There very little inventory do I ever come across where it's already been searched. Yeah, those were pretty short weekends. And I like to, go through the same lot over and over again throughout the week, just in case I miss anything. But not to get too sidetracked, I was also looking for silver, and that's actually an interesting topic of conversation in itself, which we'll go over here momentarily. And a few other things, type coins, some exceptional pieces, maybe graded coins. There's a few dealers in my area here in the Sacramento region that does some pretty nice graded coins. And yeah, I came away empty-handed, and it got a little contentious, especially at one of my regular dealers. I don't know if he had a hard day or something, but he snapped at me. He usually does not do that. But yeah, I was there for wheat pennies and silver, and he didn't have either. As a matter of fact, he said, "No, yeah, the wheat pennies that I was saving for you, I ended up selling it to a guy earlier that morning, or this morning rather, just to get rid of him because he was annoying." I'm like, okay, whatever. And he said it very snarkilish, you know. Almost very sarcastic, and he was not sarcastic at all. He had one of those days. But after things had settled down, we got to talking. He said, "Yeah, I've been going through this very stuff that you like buying, and I have more and more people coming in, um, buying these things. And silver, forget about it. I get a little bit of silver. I end up actually the owner has has a supply of silver, and they take 90%, and trip nine fine bars and rounds and all that stuff. They take them to the shop, and usually it's gone within the first maybe hour. There's always three or four people sitting at the door, and interestingly enough, and I've thought about it. I'm like, man, I hope that this is not not the trend that I'm seeing and hearing is coming true in our area. In that, the people that are coming in and hoarding and buying all this physical collectible stuff from the coin shop, um, source their money through the bullish crypto market. Out of all things, he said, "Yeah, there's some guys that I've never seen before that all of a sudden just pop up out of the woodwork, and they want this, they want that, okay, and they come in for their first timer. They always have a big old fat stack of cash. They got like $10,000, and they want to buy nothing but gold, St. Gaudens and buffalo $50 buffaloes and all that stuff. And then for silver, they always want the big chunky bars. They want the 100 ounces out of all things. They want the 10 ounces. They want that in quantity. And usually we have a list that we write down every single person that put down the deposit to lock in silver prices at that point in time, because they could get it. It just takes them a little while. But right now, their list is probably 2 sheets long. I mean, if you can imagine just a regular sheet of lined paper, like they have some sort of like kind of like a registry book or composition book or something like that. Not like what we used to use, back in high school to, write essays and stuff. But he's got a list of probably a good solid maybe 50 to 60 people with phone numbers and then their deposit amount. And then they just go and chip away. But he said their normal turnaround time for getting the silver in available for these people is about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, geez, that's never been done before. And you would think that there would be more than enough supply of silver out there, but with everything going on right now, and a lot of new players in the game of the crypto boom coming into play, it all makes sense. And that's probably why some of the coins and paper money items I've been bidding on like heritage auctions, I even threw in a few bids on the last legend rare coin sale with no success. I got blown out of the water by a huge deal. But a lot of the prices are like maybe 20-25% higher than what I'm used to paying from about, I don't know, two years ago, which isn't that far removed, right? It was just 2019. So, my buddy at the coin shop eventually told me, and he was actually able to kind of, I guess, spill the mustard, and that there are a number of these people, these players, that have gotten their money from the crypto market. Most notably, you guys know Dogecoin, to the moon. Was one of the things that people were making a ton of money on. And what's crazy, if you guys remember, I think they had done a few articles. It was some sort of finance thing on Yahoo or something like that. That at the beginning of the year, Dogecoin was half a penny or whatever it was. And if you would have invested $1,000 in Dogecoin when it was only half a penny, if you would have cashed out today, you have made in excess of $100,000 off of that initial investment of $1,000 in January, which is only 4 months ago. And I remember when it was half a penny, and I thought about putting some money into it. $1,000 is incredibly reasonable, and usually you wouldn't think that it would be a waste of money because that crypto coin is incredibly cheap. If anything, if it jumps up to a penny, you have doubled your money. So he said, yeah, people are very open and forthcoming and saying, yeah, we put in like, one guy put in like $400 in Dogecoin, and he's there buying physical silver. I think he ended up saying that he spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000-$6,000 on silver bars and ingots. And I'm like, okay. He said, yep, your wheat cent bags, they're disappearing too, because I have people coming in probably 5 deep on a weekly basis looking specifically for wheat pennies. So you have a lot of competition. And he said, nobody usually asks for wheat pennies. I'm like, well, okay. Well, a certain channel by the name of BlueRidgeSilverhound, along with a few others, probably has something to do with it. Less of the crypto market boom. But if you can think about just the amount of money and just how much the market in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that stuff has gone up over the course, I'd say, of the last 3-4 months. I mean, there was a lot of people that made a lot of money. I have a little bit of money that I've made on Coinbase. I ended up, just doing it. Because if you didn't, you would have, I guess, been the one waiting for it to happen. But, you can't beat, putting in like $500 into something. One of the altcoins that are semi-affordable. There are some altcoins that are still under 20 cents. I even have Binance on there for some of the, I could invest in Dogecoin. But as of right now, in case you guys are wondering, Oh, let's see. Dogecoin is up to 70 cents. Within the last day, it's jumped up 20 cents because it dropped down to as low as 53 cents, and now it's up to 70 cents. It got up as high as 73 cents, and I believe that's the all-time high for Dogecoin as of right now. Um, but it's just really incredible, just the way new money is being discovered at the initial investment of a very small amount of money. People are making, 10x, 100x off of their investment, and the people that didn't get on board, we're still sitting here with our, our normal hourly wage, and if we wanted to go outside the box and buy some of the things that we like to buy, we now have a bunch of competition out in the field with the people that are investing in crypto. And the people that are doing it aren't exactly kind of like the sharpest tool in the shed. There's a lot of folks that don't know a lot about it, so they'll just throw in, $1,000 into the cheapest type of crypto money that they could find, and then end up 10xing it within a week. It's that volatile, I guess. Very, very. The amount of money that you make is quick, but at the same time, you have to be extremely cautious because, of course, the government and the IRS are keeping an eye on things like this. It's like regular investing because you make money, you are going to get taxed on it. So, it's just wild. You would think that because of the pandemic that commodities, collectibles and things of that nature would be dropping, and they did the exact opposite. I've been following the sports card industry, and I'm actually, for the umpteenth time, gonna show you my eBay store. It's actually right behind my face. I'll minimize this picture here momentarily, but the sports car market has been just incredibly bonkers in the last 12 months. So here's my store. It's actually hidden there on the side. So if I have 147 items in here. Most of it is sports cards because I've been getting into sports cards while it's hot. So I have a lot of sports cards that are being sold right now. My eBay username is Cuckoo times 10. So it's spelled exactly like it says here. KOOKOOX10. In case you wanted to check things out, take a look at the photos, the photography. As of right now, I have one coin for sale on here. I've been lazy about getting more coins. I usually have anywhere from 10 to 20 coins on here at all times, but this is what I have on here. I have a just a good old looking, great looking BU specimen of a 1938D Buffalo nickel for $30 shipped. But take a look at the pictures. And by the way, the pictures are generated direct from my iPhone, which you could just see the quality of that image right there. And I mean, it's pretty good. So if you guys want to look a little bit closer, it's got a full obverse picture, and it's got the full reverse. And you can see the luster very well on there. Yeah, I have no doubt that this will sell. That's probably right in line with some of the other 38Ds. I mean, it's a very common date for BU specimens, but if you need a nice type coin, that's a good one there. Yeah, I'm throwing a plug in to my sales here. But I usually do my pocket change market report, as you guys know, either Friday night, Saturday morning. Obviously, it's going to fall on Saturday morning. And by the way, I hope you guys enjoyed that huge 50 video or 50 coin PCMR that I did last weekend, which was pretty insane. That took a lot of work, but you guys, it's been favorable. It's been fun for a lot of you to watch. It was like 40 minutes long, pretty crazy. But usually I tell folks, hey, good luck with the hunt, and I'm telling you guys even more good luck with your hunt, because there's probably 15-20% more competition out there going after coins, physical items. Because as much as investing in cryptocurrency and how fun that is, there are, you know, some things that we can't just do without, and that's physical touch items. And me personally, I just love holding 1 ounce of silver in my hand, or that gold piece. You know, just the weight of the gold in your hand, it's a very meaningful thing. And if you look up and down my eBay store, a lot of these things, you know, it's all sports cards. This is all cardboard, but it's very liquid right now. And the stuff that I have in my store turns around in less than 5 days, and I have to constantly put up new inventory of items on there. It's just incredible the way the market is. You can see a lot of it say brand new on the side. See that? A lot of new stuff in there. But there you go. That's what I wanted to do, was talk about the effect that the crypto boom has had on the collectibles market, most specifically coins and currency. It's even being felt locally at the dealer level, out of all places. And it's not going to be a matter of what am I going to do, because obviously I will find different sources where I can get this stuff. One of two things are going to happen. The first one was the likelier thing to happen, is that the supply just dries up and disappears because everybody wants it. The number two thing is that prices will rise. Okay, instead of paying the 3-4 cents a piece for those Lincoln Wheat cents like I was doing, you know, a few months ago, they're going to end up being 5-6 cents, and I don't want to pay 6 cents for 1950s, wheat cents, because that would be crazy. I mean, you have to make more money to justify paying more money for goods and items that we buy these days. And because people are making fast money off of cryptocurrency, that's now becoming a reality for a lot of people. So anyways, that's going to go ahead and do it for tonight. Stay tuned for the PCMR report. That'll be dropping sometime tomorrow morning, maybe before noon if you are on the East Coast. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge. Thank you guys for taking your time. Sorry about the choppy video. I should have dropped the resolution down a little bit on my actual face part of it. So you might see some weird stuff happening. But if anything, you could just turn off the video and just listen to my voice in the background. If that helps. That's it. Yeah, I just had dinner. But that's it. Like, share, subscribe. Help me out with the good old algorithms, like usual. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right? Take care.